Okay, the top 10 most expensive cards from Ascended Heroes. Welcome everyone. If you are new here, my name is HolographicNick and I own SapphireCardHouse.com, where I sell graded cards, singles, and holo bundles. So one day, honestly, I was just curious about what was the most expensive card of this set, which is actually the main reason I'm making this video. Education for myself and those of you watching. We're going to start off with the N Zoroark EX, which is our number 10 most expensive card on this list. I actually really like the art of this card. It's busy, but I also find it interesting. So the TCG market price for this card is currently sitting at $167, but keep in mind, just because the market price is here does not mean it can be purchased for that price specifically. So for example, the current low listing on the card is actually sitting at about $172 on TCG Player, which honestly is not that too different, but just so you're aware. Moving to number 9, the Mega Feraligatr EX SIR. I've always liked Feraligatr as a Pokemon. I don't think this is my favorite card personally, but I can see it kind of growing on me. So the current market price is sitting at around $209. Interestingly enough, in contrast to the previous card, the lowest listing you're able to purchase this card on TCG Player right now is actually $195 from a reputable seller. So this card you can actually buy it for a cheaper price. Number 8 on our list is the Lily's Clefairy EX, and which is also really quite a cute card to be honest, and is sitting at $249.85. It's not a card I would actively seek out for my personal collection, but honestly, I actually think it's a pretty nice card. Nice colors and overall good feels. On to number 7, the Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX, which is sitting at a market price of $348. What do you guys think about this card? Do you prefer this over the Destined Rivals Team Rocket's Mewtwo? Honestly, I think for me, if I had to choose, I'd probably pick the Destined Rivals one, but honestly, it's kind of a toss-up. Let me know which you prefer down below. Okay, the Pikachu SIR is next, sitting at number 6. So actually, when I first looked at this card, I thought the Pikachu looked a bit derpy, but actually, I think it's actually grown on me and it's pretty cute. I don't think it's too bad. What are your thoughts? So it's currently sitting at a market price of around $400. Keep in mind though that, new sets like this, the volatility really is quite high. It looks like the latest sold on TCG Player is actually $440, with the lowest listing from a reputable seller being as low as $370. So always be sure to check latest listings, current market price based on TCG Player, and eBay solds to get an idea of what a card is worth. Okay, next we go to the top 5 most expensive cards in the set, with the Mega Dragonite EX Gold card next on our list at number 5. So I want to say, I have not seen this card in person. I say this because there are many cards that are far more impressive in person, but in general, gold cards aren't exactly my personal favorite. That being said, I think it's a pretty cute art of the Dragonite, and I could totally see many people wanting to collect these. The current market price for this card is sitting at $460. Okay, number 4 is actually another Pikachu EX. I think it's actually a pretty nice looking card. I could see myself putting it into my PC at some point. However, probably not looking for it anytime soon, especially with the volatility, but the current market price is sitting at $516. All right, number 3 is the Mega Dragonite EX, and I actually really like this card. This is probably A tier to me. Honestly, each time I see the card, I'm like, dang, that's a really nice looking card. Current market price for this card is sitting at $564 at the time of writing. Lowest listing on TCG Player, however, is $675. It would also be wise to check eBay last solds during this time, or honestly just wait for more to be listed. Looks like the last 4 sold over the past week kind of varied between $500 and $600. The Mega Charizard Gold card, which is I believe the rarity is the Mega Hyper Rare, and is sitting at number 3 on our list. This is a similar story to the Dragonite Gold card I talked about above. Just personally, they're not my cup of tea specifically, but I definitely can see the appeal to want this card. The market price for this card is sitting at $663. All right, the most expensive card on this list is the Mega Gengar EX, and all right, this card is absolutely S tier for me. I tend to prefer and honestly have a bit of an affinity towards more vintage style cards, but man, this card is so sick. The current market price of this card on TCG Player is sitting at $829 for a near mint version. And also, just so everyone's aware, all the cards on this list and the market price is all near mint cards. But based on recent sales, it definitely expects some volatility, similar to the other cards. Lowest listing with a seller rating of 100% on TCG Player is around $950. There have been a few reported sales at $500, but I'm wondering if either these were another language that weren't advertised to the buyer, which would not have been a great thing, or honestly some attempts at a little bit of market manipulation, but I'm sure there are other reasons too. Anyways, if you guys like this video, or of course just enjoy tuning into my videos, feel free to like and subscribe. So I was thinking about another idea that could be interesting in the future, like if I made a tier list simply based on the art of the card, and then guess the order simply based on the looks and then just kind of compare it to see how it aligns with the pricing. Anyways, if you'd like me to make a video about anything particular, feel free to let me know in the comments. And with that, thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.